the icon maker. After the crucifixion, I found that there was very little new work. So, forced to wait for the body of the next God to die, I did this. I went back into my studio to create masks and to feel the weight again in clay of an unknown man pass from between my palms, to pour from mould to mould the liquid leftovers of the prophets, saints, and to continue the work begun by my great-great-grandfather on Zeus. And if there were ever more intricate designs, it was in the construction of Vishnu, Siva, the blessed elevating themselves up using the hoists and pulleys imagined first inside of my father's head. And while any new resurrection, it unwrinkles my flesh again, an ascetic, I sit out our planet in a chair, dreaming of that moment when a God's eyes they shut, and my eyes opened to chisel, statuary, hammer. For in me the dead they have their birthright. Every limb, the stance and stimulation of my own technique. And while every new genealogist he looks with telescopic eye through the bones of the living to locate a gate for the dead, my argument, it is this: our body, it is a dream, that only the malingering eye of some deity or myself can awaken. As under each old tabernacle, an ancestor of mine, he crouches again to clean my tools, to wipe away the residue from each blade, as if once the sweat upon Christ's brow. While in the mirror, each day, my task, it is to perfect exactly the last look on every dying face, and to imagine him, a God that will drain first the blood from a body before being able to see it. And as the world's end it too fast approaches, and the last of our race, he sits to destroy a matchstick model of our universe, and a filiad of new torsos they are handed the wrong rib again, causing a million worms underground to spit out by accident the final human bone. And while cardinals and priests, they imagine for themselves some brand new ecclesiastical design for an icon, the basketwork dummies inside of my studio, like space creatures, they grow impatient for a form, and thus immobile, sit propped up onto my favourite chair, as if in anthropomorphic judgment on my idea for the body of a second Christ. As each one of my forebears, they say, yes, again to another God. And all men at once, they shudder superstitiously inside. So surely then, for a long time yet here, my job, it will be safe. Yes, but for how long exactly? Well, until when our final deity, no more here nigh than a corpse, in his convicted deathly pose he acquits himself, tucks in every forsaken limb, until then when, finally the God in him, it is lost to us forever. Voila.
Thank you. Wow.